Yo, what up and welcome to this new series in Minecraft Hardcore. Basically what this series is about is that we're gonna build every farm there is in Minecraft and we're gonna do it in hardcore mode. But this is not gonna be your usual Minecraft video. This is gonna be more like a progress video where I show how I progress, and it's not gonna be like a step by step or how I'm gonna build the farms. It's just more like a progress video. And not only is it for myself, but it's also for show, so I have something to show and how my world is progressing. And I thought it would be quite a fun idea to see if it's possible to make a self-sufficient base, but we have almost every farm in the vicinity, which means that we don't have to travel that far to get to our base and etc. So yeah, that's basically the goal for the series. And what I'm gonna do now is basically I've just started the world, and I think I'm gonna start by getting maybe a stone tools and get some different saplings for our base, and then I will find a village, and I guess we are gonna build out of from that. So yeah, my goal is now I'll just go over to this small stony peak and I'll get some materials on the way until we find a village, and then I'll update you guys on my progress. So yeah, hope you will enjoy this series. So see you later. Alright, so as you can see here, I just settled down in a small village. It wasn't that far away from spawn, and I took all the workbenches from all the houses, and then I placed them here in order. So this is basically all the workbenches we're gonna have. We need a few more. I can't entirely remember what we have, but we have 2 fletchers for stick trading. And we have a librarian. We still have to change this curse of binding. Then we're gonna have a weaponsmith here, which is gonna make us iron tools, and we have an armor smith that is gonna make us some armor. But I kind of want to go out and look for some more spruce saplings because we only have 1, and they're quite nice for getting a lot of sticks, and it would be quite nice to get a few upgrades right out. And I also have this treasure map, which also would be pretty nice to find. I think I can't really locate it on this map, so it's probably far away. I tried looking for it, but I couldn't find it, so I'm probably gonna do that also. And yeah, so I'm gonna go on a small adventure, and hopefully I'll find something. So yeah, I'll see you guys later when I come back with some more progress. Alright, so I've been out traveling a bit, and as you can see I found some dripstone, which is actually pretty nice for our progress here, because this means that we will be able to get unlimited lava, which we're gonna need for many farms, and we can use it as fuel. So this is quite nice. And as you can see here, I got a lot of different items from trolling. I didn't find the buried treasure, but I got some spruce saplings, and I got some jungle saplings, and a bucket of lava, and we got some iron ingots and some small stuff like that. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go grab a couple of these dripstone blocks, and then we are gonna set up a small farm when we get back to our base, so we basically have unlimited fuel. And by that time we won't ever need to have coal again, unless we need to make torches. That's the only reasoning for having coal, and that we can just make by having a tree farm, or just by smelting, or whatever you call it in the furnace, smelting oak logs or just any logs. Then we can make charcoal from that. So how many we got? 28. So that means that we can have like 28 small generators of unlimited lava, and I'm of course gonna show it when we have it built and everything. It's not a farm, so, and it's gonna be classified as a farm yet, but we can make it into a farm later by having it automated up to an automated smelter. But yeah, we're gonna get to that far later in the game. We're just gonna set it up. We're gonna have some lava generating, and yeah, then we will just go by then. So yeah, I will see you guys back later when I find something more interesting, or if we're gonna make any progress. So I have made this small establishment under our village. Our village is very on top of us. We are on layer 16 right now. And here I'm gonna have a small mine down here where we're gonna mine cobblestone, iron, coal, stuff like that. And basically we just made it down here because the villagers can actually take these cauldrons as a job. So we put them far under the ground so they can't come down here. But as you can see here, we have lava dripping. I'm not entirely sure what the timer is for when this to get filled up. I think it's like a bit randomized. But yeah, as you can see, there's like lava dripping down in this. And up here we have the lava source block. So right now it only works on the source block, which means only this one is gonna get filled up. So when we get lava from this, we're just gonna put it all the way up here, so all these are starting to get filled up. And this is just a small, small establishment, and we're gonna move it upstairs later. But it's just for now, so we can have this down here while we're working upstairs. So that will keep like getting lava in these small boxes, and we can go down here and grab some when we need it, because it can smelt like more than 64 stacks, one bucket of lava. So that's plenty of lava to work with. So yeah, that was just a small update, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to make a perimeter around our village. I'll maybe do a time lapse of it. I'm not entirely sure yet if it's something you would like to watch or worth watching. So I'll figure it out if I'm gonna do a time lapse or not. Otherwise, you will see it after it's done. And after that, we're gonna work on our villager breeder, and then we're gonna work on an iron farm. So yeah, that's pretty much the goal for now. And you can see it's also nighttime, so we're gonna have to sleep. Yeah, but that's the goal for now. And I have leveled up a few villagers. I'm stick trading a little, and I also got a mason with the stone cutter, so I'm just buying different blocks from him. So I got this chisel stone brick, and I got some bricks also. But I think I'm gonna make the perimeter out of spruce wood. Because I don't really fancy the blocks that the mason are giving me, so maybe we're gonna do it of chisel stone brick because it's easy to get. We just have to do some stick trading, and we don't have to bother with chopping wood with a stone axe. But yeah, I'm gonna figure it out, and I'll update you guys on what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'll be back later. Alright, so as you can see here, we have done a lot of work to our village now. We got this entire perimeter around it, and I wanted to do a time lapse, but it wouldn't be very efficient to do so, because I had to go back and forth all the time, and it would be a mess to record basically. So I just made this entire perimeter. I'm just gonna go into free cam real quick so you can see it and see what I've built so far. So I have made this large perimeter around the base. And of course here we have some jungle trees. You also maybe saw them in the other clip I had. And I have these oak trees here and some birch wood we can chop down later. And then we have some farms I made just for carrots, because we're gonna need that for our villager breeder. And we're gonna swap this out with potatoes, so we're gonna have a better food source than just bread and a few pieces of meat. Then we have a small sugarcane farm, which we're gonna need to level up our librarian so we can get name tags. And yeah, of course we have our sheep pen and we have our cow pen, and then we have our mine downstairs. So this is basically the perimeter right now. I got these blocks from the mason, and then I just made some of the spruce blocks because we have loads of those. So yeah, this is basically what I've been doing so far. And what I'm gonna do now is I still need to level up the librarian. As you can see, we still need a few more traits to unlock glass, and then we are gonna start mass leveling our librarian while we are building our villager breeder. So now I have to figure out where our villager breeder is gonna be, and I'm just gonna make a few books because then I can level him up. But yeah, that's basically the plan for now. So I'm gonna figure out which way we're gonna build the villager breeder, and after that I also got some rails from looting some mines in a meso biome, I think it's called, that we got a lot of rails from there. Also a few power rails and one name tag and a gold apple. So yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do now, and yeah, I have to figure out, and then I will be back with you guys. So I hope you're enjoying it so far. Alright, so as you can see, I have now finished the villager breeder, and this works by that we have this normal carrot farm. That's why I had to plant that many carrots in our small farm that we had in our base. Then we have the beds here, and here are the small villager babies. They're gonna come down here, Then they're gonna grow up and we can take them out with a minecart. So our plan to do now is we have to transport 2 villagers in here. We need a farmer and then just a normal villager, and then they are gonna breed with each other, and all the small babies are gonna go down here. That's why we have the trapdoor. And this trapdoor basically prevents that the adult villagers can't go down here. So it's basically villager proof, as we can say. So yeah, the plan now is I'm gonna go in and try to get 2 more villagers, and hopefully we can get this farm working. Okay, I'm stuck now, nice. So yeah, I'm gonna try to see if we can get this to work, hopefully, so we can start building our iron farm. So yeah, I'll be back with you guys later when we are making some more progress. Alright, so as you can see, I've gathered a lot of materials here in my chest, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm basically gonna get ready to build the iron farm. And as we can see up here at the villager breeder, we have made that now, and now we are basically ready to build the iron farm also. So what you're gonna see that in the time lapse, which is coming up next. See ya. Alright, now the iron farm is basically done, and what we need here is that we need to fill up these small pots that we have with villagers. And as you can see, there's one zombie down here with a name tag on, and that's what basically is triggering the villager to get spawning these iron golems. So yeah, that's 3 pets and there's 1 zombie, and then we're just gonna put on the roof also after that. And that's basically 4 of these small holes where we have the villagers in it and 1 zombie. And yeah, and we got all those from the villager breeder, so it's pretty nice. So now we need to basically put on the water and the fences so they all go down in the killing chamber. And then we should basically be done with this farm. So yeah, I will be back with you later when I have made some more progress, or when I filled in the water, and you will see the farm working. Alright, now our iron farm is basically done. We transported all the villagers from the villager breeder, and it took a very long time. It was a big hassle transporting all these villagers into all these free pots and getting them all done. But as you can see now, I have added the water, I have added the fences, we have the free villagers and the zombie and the free beds, and I put down a lightning rod because we had some trouble with the wood burning up. So that's why you can see there's like some random materials down there, and now you can see the iron golem spawning. So now the iron golem farm is basically working perfectly. We got 3 iron golem spawning, and they're just gonna go down the killing chamber, and then we're gonna have all the iron ingots that we are gonna need for a very, very long time. So this is basically the perfect setup, and as you can see now, we have a small problem that we got 3 iron golems underwater, and I can't really kill them because if I get too close to them and melee them, they'll just one-shot me basically. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do about those. But as we can see up here, we are having like the small transport. I didn't put hovers all the way in there. I just used water for transporting the iron ingots, and then they're gonna go down in this chest down here. And as you can see, we already have a lot of iron ingots. And that's because it has been running for like maybe half an hour. This farm has been running, so we got plenty of iron ingots. And my plan to do with these is basically go up and do a lot of trading and get a lot of emeralds, so we can get some better gear. And we start trading with the weapon master and the armorer. So we basically have unlimited iron and unlimited emeralds with this. And then we won't have to do a lot of wood chopping to get these sticks, and now we can just use iron instead. And this will work like while we're in the village also. So spent a lot of time on this, and it didn't work at first because the villagers weren't sleeping, but now it's working, so everything is perfect. So yeah, I'll come back to you guys when I have an idea of what I'm gonna do next, and maybe a small update. Alright, welcome back. I have done a lot of villager trading right now, so we basically have a lot of emeralds now, and I made the smithing table, which is a toolsmith. And as you can see here, I got a diamond pickaxe. Basically, I got a diamond shovel with silk touch. I got some diamond gear, so now we can finally swap out our golden gear. And as you can see, this is all the trading I've done with the emeralds, trying to level up our villagers. So I'm gonna throw down my gold armor, my little chest plate, gotta pop on this diamond gear, and we are basically stacked right now. So we have done a lot of progress. It took a lot of time, and the villager iron farm is working perfectly. But there is a small issue. I'm not sure if it's an issue, but this villager farm is only working at daytime. So at nighttime the villagers are sleeping and they're not getting scared of the zombie. So that's why there's no iron golem spawning. So it's really important to, if you want a lot of iron ingots, to keep it daytime, so you can get as many iron ingots as possible. But yeah, we have done a lot of this in this episode. We built a villager breeder, we built this iron golem farm. So what I'm gonna do now is I will have to figure out what farms we're gonna build next. And it might be, I'm thinking I'm gonna do a mob farm, but I'm not entirely sure. But we will have to figure that out later, and if you have any ideas of what we're gonna build, you are welcome to put it down in the comments. But I'm also gonna build a board where we're gonna put up all the farms so we can cross them out when we have done it, to also make sure that we are trying to build every farm in the game, which is our goal in this hardcore world. So thank you all for watching. It was a pleasure making this episode. Hope you're enjoying it. If you are, remember to like and comment, and I hope I will see you in the next episode. Have a great time.